In this session, we will discuss about Baltimore classification of viruses. The Baltimore classification of viruses is a most simple version of classifying virus, and it was devised by the Nobel laureate David Baltimore. In the Baltimore classification system, it is based on two criteria, that is the viral genome and the process used to synthesize viral mRNA. Okay, so based on these two criteria, Baltimore system recognizes 7 groups of virus. In the right, you can see a picture describing the different groups. In group 1, you have a double-stranded DNA genome. In group 2, it is single-stranded DNA genome. Group 3 contains double-stranded RNA genome. Group 4, plus strand RNA genome. Group 5, negative strand RNA genome. Group 6, single-stranded RNA genome. And group 7, double-stranded gapped DNA genome. So group 1, that is viruses with double-stranded DNA genomes. They are the largest group of viruses, and they contain bacteriophages and several vertebrate viruses like herpes virus, pox virus, and also insect viruses too. Their pattern of multiplication is very similar to that of the host cell, and because of that reason they can rely entirely on the host cell's polymerases for their replication. This is the reproductive strategy of double-stranded DNA viruses. So their genome is double-stranded, so it is similar to that of the host cell, so they can use the host cell machinery for their replication. So from using their DNA as template, it is replicated into more DNA, and using this DNA as template also the mRNA is made by transcription machinery, and from this mRNA through translation proteins are made, and after that the DNA and the proteins, they come together and they form the mature virion, and they are eventually released from the host cell. These are some examples for viruses with double-stranded DNA genomes: bacteriophage T4 and temperate phage lambda, they come under this group. And herpes virus, they are also a large group of double-stranded viruses. They cause acute infections like cold sores, genital herpes, chickenpox, etc., and they can also cause latent infection. Some of the human papilloma viruses that cause genital warts and cervical cancer also comes under this group. The smallpox virus, the variola virus, they also come under this group. And also some insect viruses comes under group 1, that is for example baculovirus. The next group is viruses with single-stranded DNA genomes. They are the group 2. Their life cycle is also somewhat similar to that of group 1 viruses, but there is one exception, that is they are having single-stranded DNA genomes, so they have to be converted into a double-stranded DNA. So that is an extra step in their replication. An example is a bacteriophage 5X174. So in this case, their single-stranded DNA is converted into a double-stranded DNA replicative form or RF form. So this bacteriophage is having a plus strand DNA, that is they have the same base, the DNA has the same base sequence as that of the viral mRNA, so they are called as positive sense or plus strand DNA. If the DNA or if the single-stranded DNA has different bases or not different bases, if they are having bases that are complementary to the viral mRNA, it is called as negative strand DNA or negative sense DNA. So in this case they are having a plus strand DNA. So for either transcription or genome replication to occur, the phage DNA must be converted into a double-stranded replicative form or RF form. So this is catalyzed by the host DNA polymerase. Once the RF is formed, this RF directs the synthesis of more RF copies and more plus strand DNA, both by rolling circle replication. So by rolling circle replication, more of the RF copies and more of the plus strand DNA is made. And again, from this DNA, that is from the replicative form, it is mRNA is formed, and from mRNA proteins are formed, and at last the proteins and the plus strand DNA, they come together and form the mature virion, which are released from the host cell. Another example is the filamentous phage or the FD phage. In the case of FD phage, they do not lyse the cell for their release. Okay, they are continuously released through a secretory pathway from the host cell. They do not kill the host cell. In the case of FD phage, the host cell grows and divides, but the rate of that division is slightly reduced. They are not lysed by the FD phage. They grow normally, but their rate is slightly reduced. The parvovirus B19 is also an example for single-stranded DNA viruses. Their genome is replicated by host DNA polymerase in the host cell's nucleus. The next is group 3, that is viruses with double-stranded RNA genomes. They are called as reoviruses. In this case, viruses are having double-stranded RNA genome and the host cell is having double-stranded DNA genome. So due to that reason, they cannot rely on the host cell enzymes for genome replication or mRNA synthesis. So in the coming groups, that is in group 3, group 4 and group 5, the viruses, they use an enzyme called RNA dependent RNA polymerase to complete their life cycles. So when an RNA dependent RNA polymerase is used to replicate the RNA genome, it is often referred to as replicase. So when they synthesize the mRNA, it is said to have transcriptase activity. Most RNA viruses use the identical enzyme to carry out both the function, that is the same enzyme for carrying out both the replication and mRNA synthesis. This is the least abundant type of group or type of viruses, that is viruses with double-stranded RNA genomes. They are very less abundant. These viruses have a common reproduction strategy. Both the strands, that is the positive strand and the negative strand, both of them can be used for synthesis, and both of them are used as templates. So once inside, what happens is that once these viruses get inside the host, the viral RNA polymerase, they act as a transcriptase and they catalyze the synthesis of mRNA from each of the double-stranded RNA segment, that is from both of the positive and the negative segment. This enzyme also acts as a replicase, synthesizing plus strand RNA from each of the segment. So once inside, what happens is that the viral RNA polymerase, it acts as a transcriptase and they catalyze the synthesis of viral mRNA from the double-stranded RNA. And that enzyme also acts as replicase and they synthesize the positive mRNA strands. These positive strand RNAs are enclosed within the capsid and there they serve as templates for the synthesis of the complementary negative strands. So they regenerate the double-stranded RNA genomes that is required for the assembly of a mature virion. So their reproductive strategy is the viral RNA polymerase act as the transcriptase and they catalyze the viral mRNA from which the proteins are made, and this enzyme also act as a replicase making more positive strand RNA, and this RNA is incorporated into the nucleocapsid where they serve as the template for the synthesis of the negative strand, and together the positive and the negative strand they regenerate the double-stranded RNA genome as in mature viruses. Examples are bacteriophage 5-6. It is a very unusual phage. Then the enveloped bacterium, they enter the host bacterium through a process that resembles endocytosis. So that is one example. The other example is a rotavirus. It is a vertebrate virus. They are the cause of viral gastroenteritis. It is a major cause of diarrhea in children and it is responsible for a large number of deaths in developing country. So these are two